On can't how? It is just a condone violence against a woman and Mr. Mofa politics don't change. Is this how we want to portray Ghana to the international community? Say Ghana had their abusing ma. Meanwhile, we just passed a affirmative action bill, which is an act right now. And the president talks about affirmative action. Professor Nana, vice president, talks about that. Only the least I'm talking baby. But president on country. It's on the one hand, we're pushing for the affirmative action, right, gender. And then on the other hand, it's like there's a, implicit acceptance of or condoning that the percent say a mad how?
And a war Sadio. So what do you expect an amount to Encoma?
The president doesn't come out to either condemn or accept what has happened. The escalation of violence in all our elections. It's something that we need.
One would say you are washing your dirty linens in public. Why are you engaging the diplomatic?
They are here to observe. A number of things that we do, and they also have to know. They will not pass their comments, but they will observe and know whether we are exercising good governance or not.
Your boycotts of Parliament today.
Spotlight. What is the spotlight? I'm asking you.
Yes, some people say that.
Now, whether the question is, have you looked at the content of the petition? Have you looked at it?
No.
Have you looked at it?
No.
So take a look at the petition, and then you can ask me that question. What is the spotlight? There are critical issues confronting this country, and you are talking about spotlight. Galamsey is destroying everybody's at risk. And there is a real violence of electoral violence which is taking the center stage of our body politics. And you are talking about shine. There's nothing like shine. There are real issues that should be dealt with, and that's what we are doing.
This petition is very important. You can read all the media back.
Okay, thank you.
My name is Adam
Two people out of how many people? Over 100 hooligans, thugs who were government sponsored and despite to go and exert that kind of mayhem. You arrest two, and then we should clap for you. It's shameful, it's disappointing. And so they have benefited from democracy. But we don't want democracy to degenerate to a point where the president who will be declared president of Ghana will be the one who had the most macho men, will be the one who had the most violent people. The member of parliament who will be declared member of parliament will not be the one who had most stamps voting for him, but the one who had most violent people, killing people and bastardizing people, injuring people, should be the one. What we saw in 2024, NDC with violence, going to various coalition centers, putting guns to the head of electoral commissioners and declaring seats for themselves, as we have seen. 188 seats we saw, most of it, that's how they did it. We don't want that to fester. Most of them, that's what they did. They just go there and then put a gun, put weapons to the head of electoral commissioners and
Asmara is just right here. Yes, sir.
With Galamsey, the evidence is all over. Now, even on highways at risks, food stuff from farms, heavy metals are being discovered in food stuff from farms. We are reliably informed. The backyard of the president's hometown, Bole Bambwe, Galamsey is being perpetuated with ugly impunity. Ugly impunity. If you look at the SDGs goals, the interrelated function of Galamsey on food security, land conservation, water conservation, we must rise, because the concern and the substrata concern of food security is important. Because without the land, we can plant. And Ghana is an agrarian country. We are here to appeal to you. You know how persuasive your interventions has been over the years. We have presented a petition to the presidency, and we have brought a copy to you as an important player, hoping that if it is the case that the concern has consistently and repeatedly been coming from the minority, and therefore it is seen as partisan, we wish you take time and go through this petition.
I want to hear their voice. I want to hear their voice.
And we are expectant and hopeful that you will put in a word. We have taken the trouble to put the footages, the video footage of the violence that occurred at Ablekuma on a pen drive for your perusal. This is a civil approach. We are not resorting to any violent antics. We are coming via a petition, and we are confident that you will act in your wisdom to help foment our democracy. It is all we have. We are grateful.
Right. Thank you very much. You will also observe that currently we have very small number of women in Parliament. So after the presentation, we are going to call one of our women to also speak on this particular issue. But we'll do the presentation first. Yes, okay.
Those who beat our people up, where are they? Before we come to power, we will not find them again. And if care is not taken, maybe those who will be dead then will decide to also revenge. And then also the same way should come and be the same end one. So it's just like the politicians we are allowing, using way to beat each other up. And that is what we need to be stopped. And that's what we are talking about.
To tell you exactly what is in this petition, and I am also request that I'm taking this opportunity to also apologize for being a little late for this, but due to no unforeseen circumstances, we could not be able to meet the time as has requested. So I'm going to call on the Chief Whip, which is Honorable Another Prez, to do the delivery.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Deputy Leader.
Yeah.
Members of the board of Codeo, we greet you and we bring you good greetings from the mighty, or your mighty minority in Parliament. So we gave you heads up on why we intended to come here. And we have already been to the presidency. We've also been to the Dean of the Diplomatic Corps. But in the scheme of things, we know how important Codeo is, especially in our fourth Republican Constitution. Your contribution, significant contribution to our democracy is not in doubt. And so, on the matter in issue, we find it prudent that whilst we reach out to civil society and all parties who are relevant, we should be here. The summary of our petition borders on two important subject matters. The first one has to do with the creeping violence into our electoral violence into our body politics. And the second one has to be with the Galamsey. We concede that the Ablekumanov 19 rerun polling stations is not the first time we recorded violence, especially with the fourth Republican Constitution in wake. However, we also believe that as a people and as a fledgling democracy, we can't ever be relapsing into the past. We have to get progressive and make meaningful progress in building our democracy. So those who say that, well, it is happening before, it is happening here, it is happening there, it's not a tenable reason. It's not a tenable reason, and we don't accept that at all. We think that we must get progressive and we must move on as a developing democracy. We are also upbeat because elections is part of democracy. Unfortunately, we got one of our members passed on, and per constitutional imperative, we will have to go for.
Check MC out. Check MC out.
Yes.
You check. Check MC out. Check MC out.
I'm going to see you. Hi.
What is MCR saying? Because someone said this.
And fairness, because that's what we want our country to develop. And no country develops by maiming its citizens and being afraid of a normal civil society thing. So we have received your petition, we'll look at it. You touched on the issue of Galamsey, which is of concern to all of us because we are all at risk. We are not here to say much, but just to say we have received it. We are also Ghanaians, we see what is going around. But having received your document, we'll study it and see how we can all work for a better country that we desire. Thank you very much for coming. And we as Codeo, thank you and wish that Ghana will be a better country that we all seek, to the glory of Ghana for our future and our future generations. Thank you very much.
The director So on behalf of the co-chair and members of the advisory board of Podium, I welcome you to this meeting. In fact, we've been expecting you since 12:30, but we understand why you are a little bit late. So without further ado, as tradition demands, we will ask you what brings you here this afternoon. We are waiting to hear from you. Thank you.